I'm Lindsay Levin. So what's going on in the real estate market these days? So the sky is not falling. We are not in a housing recession. The market has cooled as we head to the end of the summer, but we're in a really different position than we were in 2008. And there are four primary things that stand out to me that make this distinction and difference. The first is we've got stricter credit guidelines. Secondly, people have more equity in their homes. Third, we have less risky mortgages. And lastly, our mortgage delinquency rate is very low. So when we look at 2010, which was 2 years after the housing crisis, the average credit score was 699. Now we're at record highs of 751 as the average credit score. Now prices soared due to pandemic-driven demand. So in the past year alone, people's tappable equity in their homes has increased 34%. So what this means is that even if prices were to fall a little bit, people have more cushion. So 2.5% of borrowers nowadays have less than 10% equity, whereas in 2011, 1 out of 4 borrowers was upside down on their loans, meaning that they owed more on the home than the house was actually worth. We also have less risky loans. So when we look at the adjustable rate mortgage amount in 2007, right before the crash, 36% of loans were ARMs, which is adjustable rate mortgage. Whereas today we have a record low of only 8% of mortgages are adjustable rate mortgages. And we also have less mortgage delinquencies. All-time record low of only 3% of mortgages are delinquent. Now we did have the forbearance program during the pandemic, and we're continuing to get people out of that program, so it's something that we're monitoring. But all in all, mortgage delinquencies are down. So as we head into the fall, we're gonna see prices stabilize a bit, but if you look across the country, inventory continues to be low, and mortgage rates are actually historically low. So when we look back 15 years ago, rates were higher than they were today. So historically, and even 30 years ago, they were much higher. So we're still in a good place, and people will continue to buy and sell homes. I'm happy to be of assistance if you have any questions and want to talk about the market in more depth.